Well, Ben Kessler filed this story. Current district engineer John Peterson was appointed interim general manager of the Mammoth Community Water District, and that was by the board of directors at a special meeting that was held January 31st. Greg Norby, general manager since November 2008, resigned recently to reside closer to family and friends. Now, Mr. Peterson's interim general manager appointment started February 1st and continues until a new general manager is appointed. Mr. Peterson's interim role is greatly enhanced by his 25 years of engineering experience at the district. He said, quote, "I am pleased to serve the district in this capacity and hope to keep our core business functions running and support the board's ongoing recruitment for the general manager position," end quote. Now, besides serving the district for 25 years, Mr. Peterson's recent contributions to the district include developing the financial forecast and implementing construction of the solar array project, upgrading the water treatment plants to improve water quality, and completing a multi-year project to replace aging pipelines that were leaking. Board President Tom Smith says of Mr. Peterson, quote, "The board is confident that Mr. Peterson will continue the sound management practices of building and maintaining a reliable infrastructure and great customer service. Until we have a new general manager in place, Mr. Peterson will provide staff with leadership and ensure our district customers continue to receive the highest levels of professionalism and service response the community can be proud of," end quote. Well, Ben Kessler filed this story. In the Eastern Sierra, many have heard of retired Mammoth Police Detective Paul Dosty and his cadaver dog Buster. Friday night, the greater Los Angeles area met them and heard that Buster may have uncovered clues about the infamous and unsolved 1947 murder of a woman known as the Black Dahlia. Now, the KNBC 11 o'clock news featured an exclusive story from reporter Patrick Healy. He told of retired Los Angeles Police Detective Steve Holdle, who believes his father, prominent surgeon George Holdle, killed the Black Dahlia in 1947. Holdle told Channel 4 that he is, quote, "wired to search for the truth," end quote. Now, the story went back to a Hollywood mansion where Holdle's family lived and his suspicion that his father killed 22-year-old Elizabeth Short in that house. Now, 10 years ago, Holdle wrote a New York Times bestseller called Black Dahlia Avenger, and in 2012 he met retired Sergeant Dosty and Buster, invited them to the mansion, and the KNBC story showed the two men and Buster, who the report said alerted on 4 different locations in the basement of the mansion and upslope from the home. Now, the soil in these areas will now be analyzed in a laboratory, and Buster, as folks know, is trained to sniff out human remains. Now, in the Channel 4 story, Dosty said, quote, "is that we have a pretty solid decompositional signal," end quote. Did Buster sniff out the remains of the Black Dahlia? Lab results will answer that possibility. KNBC also revealed another finding when they said the district attorney's office unsealed Black Dahlia's files, in which a transcript of a recorded bugging of Dr. Holdle's home said the sound of blows and screams could be heard, and that Dr. Holdle said, quote, "suppose I did kill the Black Dahlia. They couldn't prove it now," end quote. Reporter Healy said Dr. Holdle had fled to Asia in 1950. Now, 66 years ago, someone cut Elizabeth Short's body in half and left her remains on LA streets. Detective Holdle was 7 years old at the time, and Friday night he told KNBC that he won't give up until, quote, "the whole world recognizes the truth of this," end quote. Well, now we're going to get to an interview with Karina Smirnoff, reigning champion of Dancing with the Stars, who was in Mammoth recently, and Sierra Wave Media's Cleland Hoff talked with Karina Smirnoff.
Well, I right now reside in Los Angeles, and the most beautiful mountain near Los Angeles is Mammoth. If not just near Los Angeles, it is one of the most beautiful mountains and a snow ski resort. So coming to Snow Creek was not a hard decision for sure. But once I got here, when I saw how gorgeous it is and what amenities we have and how beautiful my cottage is where I'm staying at. It surely is a little piece of heaven. So I'm here right now at Snow Creek Resort. We're doing my Dance Fit Chaos classes. I did a Shape Up with Karina class early in the morning, and we just did a salsa class for everyone at the resort. And tonight we're going to have a cocktail party. So it's pretty much non-stop partying here at Snow Creek. We're about to start season 16 on Dancing with the Stars. We wrapped our All-Stars season 15 in November, right after Thanksgiving. So it's pretty crazy to just even think about the fact that we are starting season 16. And the show is ever so popular as it was in season 3, 4, and 5. So very, very excited, very grateful to be part of the show. I have no idea what this guest is going to be like or who's going to be on the show. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed and praying that I have a great partner, someone who has a natural ability, natural rhythm, someone who has made his schedule available for lots and lots of training, and someone that I can hopefully take all the way to the top.
Someone that you would just, your dream partner.
I don't know if this would be my dream partner, but I've always wanted to observe, just be a fly on the wall in the room with Michael Jackson. He is a pioneer in the world of dancing and performance. He transcended into every country in the world without the internet, without Instagram and Twitter. So to be able to see how he works, to see his body move, how much he practices, it would have been an absolute amazing experience. So yes, Michael Jackson would be my idol and someone I would love to just touch with one finger.
Well, we sure thank Cleland Hoff and Karina Smirnoff for that. Some great dancing going on there at Snow Creek. We'll be back with a weather report.